All right, last step of the tray. I've already done about half the work already, so I'm going to show you what I did. I'll show you how I do it. So right now on our tray, I started adding the rivets to the holes that we popped in the last video on two sides. So we're using 1/8 inch rivets by 1/8 inch length rivets, and we're using a rivet gun, okay, which is this. It has several different size knobs or holes for what we're using. So it came default with the 1/8 inch, so we don't have to worry about that. And if they weren't, Mr. Harris and I already moved them all, so you guys are good to go for what to do. So the biggest thing you need to know is we want to pop the rivets in from the outside in, so it has that nice clean finish. So I'm going to show you how we do this process. So first, we have our container rivets. You're going to need 8 total. And you can see I'm down to 4 already. So what you do is you put the rivet into the rivet gun like that, and then you're going to find where your hole is going to be, and make sure that your two pieces line up nice and even, and it does, and you pop the rivet in there. I usually like to lay it down because it allows a little extra pressure. And then what you do is you pull down on the rivet gun a couple times. Once, you can start to feel a little more of the pressure. Second time, you can feel it kind of starting to clamp in. And I don't know if you can see in the video there, but you can see how it's starting to swell up. The back end of the rivet is swelling up. And I'll do a third time, and it pops off. And now the rivet is nice and clean on there. And on the back end then, the little extra metal piece that's hanging off pops off. Those all have to make it in the garbage. So we'll pop another rivet in there. We'll do the same side. Now that we have that pressure applied, it should go in there a lot easier with the second one, as you can see. So here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3. It needs one more. Of course it did that because I was ready for that in the video. And there we go. So sometimes you need a few more. If you don't have the pressure right away, it just keeps going until it mushrooms out and pops into place. That noise was for Mr. Harris and all the noises he makes. So I'll go ahead and make 2 more here. Pop the rivet in. Make sure it lines up. There we go. That one needs a little more pressure. Apply the back end. There we go. Snap off. Okay. And one more. We're through. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'll gather up all my materials and make sure I throw these out. But as you can see now, we have our rivets in every corner. And on the back inside, you can see how they've swelled up and they'll hold in place. And that's our metal tray, your first metalworking project. You'll use a lot of these skills, I'm sure, in the real world, but if you want to do any metals classes next year at the high school, or when you get to the high school, these are a lot of the basic skills you're going to need to know, and you can go in with that knowledge already so you can do way better, more impressive things. Got any questions? See myself, see Mr. Harris. Hopefully you enjoyed making your metal tray. Once it's graded, you get to take it home.